you guys? It's your girl Yana, and I'm back with another video. This video is going to be a Q&A about me being 19 and pregnant. I'm currently 21, going on 22 this year. Um, so yeah, let's get into the video. First question. How did I find out that I was pregnant? Well, well, it's kind of like it's kind of a difficult story about how I found out I was pregnant, but so things had happened beforehand that had caused me to go to the doctor the first time, and they missed me actually being pregnant because they took a pregnancy test with me. Well, yeah, with me at the end of February, and around the end of February, I actually moved out of my mom's house and moved in with the father of my child. And during the time, like, I really wasn't paying attention to it, but I started to like feel nauseous. Like if I smelled certain foods, my boobs were hurting, and I was having these excruciating uh, pelvic pains. Like it was like kind of like how menstrual cramps are, but they weren't. It felt like somebody was like literally taking a knife and stabbing me in, you know, in my uterus. So after 2 weeks of experiencing these pains, I finally decided to go to the hospital, and I went to the emergency room. They, of course, took my urine, tested it, and boom, I was pregnant. Right then and there, they took me to the main side of the hospital, did a blood test to basically make sure that I was pregnant, and two, to make sure that, you know, I didn't have any diseases or, you know, STs or anything, so that they can make sure that, you know, I was okay, and that there wasn't anything else wrong with me. And then after that, they did an ultrasound. They took two different ultrasounds. It's one ultrasound is the one where they put the jelly on your belly. You take the thing and, you know, go across your belly and stuff. Now the second one, it's very invasive, and it's when you take like this, you know, this TMI with this like this long thing. They like just, you know, stick it up your JJ. But the only reason why they do that is if they couldn't see with the first ultrasound how far along you were, and the second way to do an ultrasound, well, the second version of doing an ultrasound, they use that to see if you're 2 to 3 weeks pregnant. Yeah, so anyways, that's how I found out I was pregnant. Come to find out, 2 weeks later, I was actually 12 weeks pregnant. So I couldn't understand why they couldn't, you know, see certain things. But yeah, I found out I was pregnant basically around 12 weeks, but a little bit before, because I went to the emergency room. That's when I found out I was pregnant. So that was in March. Second question. How did you tell your parents, and what were their reactions? Um, During time, I was really, you know, not on good terms with either of my parents. So after like, oh, 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I think like after 2.5 weeks of finding out I was pregnant, or a week after finding out I was pregnant, I decided to call my mom. And, you know, I was like, hey mom, I went to the doctor, and found out I'm pregnant. Now, the reaction that I got from my mom, I was definitely not expecting. She was like, well, I'm happy for you. Congratulations. And because of this certain response, I was lost for words over the phone. I was quiet because, usually growing up, your parents are like, you better not get pregnant because if you do, so I was really scared to tell my mom that I was pregnant, even though I was already graduated high school and I was in college. And my dad, I told him, I think like a month after I found out I was pregnant because I was scared that my dad was going to want to kill the father of my child and me. But different reaction. He was like, I'm grown. I've graduated. I've been to school. And he said, congratulations. And told me that, if I needed anything, he was here for me. So that's how that went. Question number 3. How did your close friends and family react? Now, they kind of, my family really, my dad's side of the family really honestly didn't approve of me getting pregnant because they saw me as like this, this straight A student, and I was going to do things with my life, and why am I pregnant at 19, and all types of crazy stuff. My mom's side was really happy because I'm my mom's kids. There's 3 of us. I am the first one and the only one still that has a baby. So I made my mom and my dad grandparents for the first time. And, everybody was just happy, They love babies. So what's the harm? My friends, they were really excited. A lot of them wanted to be the godparents. Currently, she really doesn't have any godparent. Well, she doesn't have a godfather. But my closest cousin, Caitlin, is my daughter's godmother. So, and we're like these. So, sorry about that, guys. I saw that my battery was dying, and I put the other battery, and come to find out that battery is dying. So, I have to speed this video up a little bit, so let's continue. The 4th question is, how did I feel being pregnant out of wedlock? The reason why I put this question on here is because I've always wanted to get married before having a kid. And, I've always wanted to have kids early, and my daughter is a blessing. So, taking off the wedlock thing, I'm very happy that I was very happy that I was pregnant. I was happy to be having a daughter because I wanted to have a daughter. And yeah, so I was pretty lit. I was pretty happy about that. So, question number 5. How was it being pregnant and homeless? Now, I might have said earlier in the video that I was living with the father of my child. But after like a month or 2, we ended up moving out of that apartment, and I ended up moving in with my grandparents because I was still kind of not on the same page as my mom, so I didn't move back in with her. I moved in with my grandparents. And I didn't have a job. I wasn't in school. I didn't have any type of income. The only thing I had was food stamps. So, yeah, it was pretty hard. It kind of took a mental toll on me because I was pregnant. I'm about to have a kid, and I have nothing. Literally nothing. So I kind of felt like I was alone, especially because during the time, the father of my child was very absent. So, if you guys want to see a story time about that, make sure you leave a comment down below. and let me know. Also, leave a comment down below on what type of videos or content that you guys would like to see from me, because I plan on doing all types of things on this channel, like mukbangs, gaming videos, reactions, like pretty much all over the board, because I feel like I should put out content that I like to, watch on YouTube, and I like to watch all types of videos on YouTube. So really, depending on what you guys like, love, and depending on what I love, that's what's going to be popping up on this channel. So stay tuned. Okay. So what did I do to stay positive? I stay positive by keeping positive people around me. If anybody was negative, I cut them off, because I'm pregnant and I feel like the emotions that I feel, my baby feels. So I knew in my heart that I had to stay calm, cool, and collective. I had to be very humble. And, I had to, just stay positive, be happy, because I know at the end of the day, my daughter is connected to me, and I really didn't want my daughter to, oh my God, you guys don't know. You don't even want to imagine what I'm going through right now with these batteries. Like, I just had to switch out the other one and put the old one back in. So I'm about to try to hurry up, speed this up, and get going. But that's how I chose to stay positive. I cut the negativity out. I just stay positive because I cared about my health and my daughter. How did I handle being pregnant by myself, and did I experience any pregnant woman symptoms? I experienced so much nausea. It's crazy. I threw up at least 10 times a day. In my first trimester, I lost about 10 to 15 pounds because I couldn't even drink water. That's how bad it was. I was throwing up so bad it was coming out of my nose. TMI, I know, but I just need you to know how serious my pregnancy was and why now I probably for sure will not have another kid unless I'm married, and that's what my husband wants. So, but I handled being pregnant by myself pretty cool, after a while, a lot of stuff started happening, so I moved back home with my mama, and my pregnancy after that just kind of had smooth sailing. My mama had my bees, and, me and my mom's relationship now is like this, and I love my mom a lot because she supported me, and she's still supporting me now because I currently do not have a job, but I am in school, so I love my mom. I thank her a lot for what she's doing for me and the rest of my family, because I have a huge support group, and I am very grateful, and I know that a lot of people don't have that, so thank you, God. And yeah, that's about it. I'm going to end on that note. Make sure you leave comments down below on what you think about the video, any improvements that I can make, what you want to see on this channel, and I love you guys. Please subscribe, like, comment, do whatever you want, dislike, turn on post notifications. I digs that. So yeah, just make sure you stay tuned, and yeah. See you guys next time. Peace.